We have our ready from Doge, sort of. Okay, there's the readies. Here we go. Let's go ahead, get started with game number 1 of Season 24's Division 1 kickoff. We'll go ahead, count them down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, what's wrong with Doge's? Oh, never mind, he went. He just started a little late. And thank you, K9, for the 321 countdown bits. Doge starting off playing one-handed. We have a level 10. We have a bit of a capture issue on Peek's side. So Peek's calibration is off. The score is correct, though. So enjoy the level 10 palette. As Doge, now with 2 hands on the control. Doge is memeing here. I know very well what happens to memers. Be careful, sir. 73,000 for Peek, 71,000 for Doge. Yes, level 10 starts. As you can see, the pieces are moving at level 18 speeds. The points are counting up. 22,800 at a time when he scores a Tetris. It's just a calibration issue. Which hopefully issues like these, they continue to improve over time. We're still having some issues, obviously, but I think this is miles better than when Restreamed Champs started, for sure. K9 asking, is Peek cheating? No, sir. Tetris for both players. This is a 1 Tetris lead for Peek, 166 to 142. Okay, 44 million pushdown points. Just get a new record by pressing down. Easy. Another Tetris for Peek. We have an 80,000 point lead. Doge just opened up here. Peek with another Tetris. There's one for Doge. This is knotted up pretty quick. I think maybe scores are a bit wrong, too. Like, this is definitely a calibration issue. Because it looked like he was down by a couple of Tetrises, and then it's like neck and neck. Like, I would believe this score. Because it's half a line plus 13 pushdown points. Another Tetris for Peek, 264. And another one to go to apparently 206. That's 296. Okay, so what's happening is that the capture is not correctly reading the 9s. That's what it is. Another Tetris. We'll probably have to do a calibration check after this. I'm currently believing this score right now, 309 to 306. As we're getting into a bit of a drought here. Now Doge gonna feel it. As Peek ahead by about, I don't know, 7 or 8 pieces. There's a Tetris for Doge, 13-point lead. 9 Tetris for Peek. Oh, I am hearing that wind outside right now. Good God. I'm hearing it through my headphones. It's that loud. Another Tetris for Peek to go to 404. Score not found. As Doge has had to burn a bunch here. It's going to get a Tetris here, though. We're at 84 lines on Doge's side. No idea how many lines are on Peek's side at the moment. But we'll get this calibration issue sorted soon. Another Tetris for Doge. There's a Tetris for Peek. 472 playing 409. As we're approaching that 100 line turn, the game transitions into level 11. I love it. Thank you, Restreamed Champs. Level 10 base world record. But yeah, Peak well ahead here right now. 542 to 460. Is ahead by 4 lines, so this is closer to a 3 Tetris lead than a 4 Tetris lead. In fact, the game is giving it 2.5 right now. Bang Tetris for Doge. Peak's got some traffic to clear out. Oh, this is not good for Peak. A couple of bad pieces there. You get that long bar over for the dirty Tetris. 7 rows off the ground for Peak. As we're within the last 10 lines before transition. It is a Tetris and a half lead for Peak. And, well, not quite falling yet. And there is one more line. I thought that was going to be transition. There's transition for Peak. Level 19, 503. It's 540 for Doge. Actually, it's probably not 503 for Peak. I think it's a little higher than that. There's a Tetris for Doge. There's one for Peak, who is at 613. That score is real. Another Tetris for Doge. And a Tetris for Peak. Doge waiting on a long bar here. This is a 18-piece drought. And bang Tetris. There's one for Peak as well. That 18-piece drought, of course, Peak already got that a little bit prior. But it's a very small lead here for Peak. Less than 2 Tetrises. Going to get another Tetris to go to 702 here on level 22. Another Tetris for Doge. Don't believe the game, believe me. We'll try to get this sorted after game 1. Funny because I watch these players warm up and the calibration looks fine to me then. Another Tetris for Doge has got this within 1 Tetris. There's a Tetris for Peak. But Doge answers back. Similar line count, 766 for Peak, 747 for Doge. What a game 1 we've got going on here. Level 23 for both players. Ooh, Doge not getting ideal pieces here. Neither's Peak. But Peak had the right side open. Oh! Peak in a bit of trouble here. But Peak opens up the right side. Will stay alive. Gets the triple to go to, assumingly, 783. Bang Tetris. 815 for Peak. Another Tetris for both players. And there's a Tetris for Doge into level 26. Peekayric will join him. Ahead by less than 10,000 points. Bang Tetris for both players. Believe that's a 907 for Peak. We'll get that Tetris down the right side. Goes to 921. So it was not like 897 or something. Another Tetris to go to 955. We're almost at the max out for Peak here. There's the Tetris for Doge. We are in level 28. It is 13,000 point difference. Will we see this be decided on 20? Oh, look at this aggressive setup for Doge. Long drought coming in. Gets the long bar. Dirty Tetris. Peekayric scores 1 as well. He's got the max out at 1,020,000. Doge, 1 line to go before transition. Oh, this is dangerous for Doge. And Doge will not survive much longer. Peak gonna take game number 1 with a 1,060,000, I think. But Doge not even getting the max out, 989. And that is game number 1 over to Peekayric. By the way, we have readies for both players. Here we go. Game number 2. We'll count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Surely. Yes, very much. Going on YouTube. Oh. Early misdrop there. Should be fine. One of the things I did not do during match number 1 was introduce these players. We have on the left the voice of the CTL playoffs, who, I mean, if he makes the CTL playoffs, how's that going to work? For the 1.49 PB rolling out of the United States, it is Peekayric. And on the right, also rolling out of the US with a 1.70 PB, it is Doge. And right now, Pkric up 1-0 after the first game. There's a Tetris for Peek. 114 to 59,000 to get started here. As Doge's board is much better. Quick burn for Peek, followed by simul Tetrises. As Peek has a, looks like a 2.5 Tetris lead at the moment. Nice Aki bar into the Tetris for Peekayric, 206 to 152. Similar line counts. Now the Tetris for Doge. Only back by 2.5 Tetrises, so just that early misdrop making a difference here. Interesting bar there. You gotta think that was intentional. He's gonna get 2 Tetrises as a reward there. So 252 for Peek. 222 for Doge. And Doge get it done. And bang Tetris for Peek. A Tetris for Doge. Ooh, that square doesn't want to go there, I can tell you that much. Can fix it with another square, but he's all right. Peek reacting to something. Oh, I see what he's reacting to. Yikes. Needs a J here. Doesn't get it, but is going to be able to solve the board in a different way. So Doge with an opportunity to get back into this. He's down by 3.5 Tetrises currently. He has a well-open bang Tetris for Doge. There's one. There's another. Doge is right back in this. Bang Tetris. 10,000 point game. And I don't see Peek getting back into it quickly. So Doge has successfully... Oh, now Doge having some issues. I was going to say he successfully navigated himself back into contention in this one, but now it's his turn to suffer a little bit. Getting good pieces here. Oh, that's very good. And the long bar. Ooh, interesting. He's going aggressive here. Needs a long bar. And it pays off. Bang Tetris for Doge. That was pretty good. Another Tetris for Doge to go to 405. Peekayric at 414, but 9 lines back. So the pace lead is about still 2.5 Tetrises through all that. Summer B saying GLHF to all the players. K9 saying Doge not in Peek. Oh, geez. Doge not in Peek 4. Oh my god. K9 White. I'd say you're not my dad, but now I don't know. Tetris for Doge, that actually gives him the real-time lead, but is only 2 lines away from transition. And it's going to take a burn to do it. 501. Pkric looking for a long bar here and not getting it. Bang Tetris for Doge. Finally gets that long bar. Bang Tetris, 518. Still waiting transition. Another Tetris for Doge. It's going to be about a 1.5 Tetris lead for Peek. Going into transition, there it is, 543. So it's been a close game most of the way, with Peek slightly ahead the entire time. But we're often running level 19 speeds, 10 lines of difference between the players, as they both score a Tetris there. And Pkric ahead by 12,000 points and behind by 10 lines. Tetris for both players. Ian, no one would ban you. Come on. Bang Tetris for Doge. Look at that. There's the difference is 60 points. Tetris for both players. Because they're on different levels, that will give Doge a lead. As minuscule as it is. Bang Tetris for Pkric. Another Tetris for Doge. There's a Tetris for Doge again. 736 to 734. But Doge is ahead by 11 lines. Bang Tetris for Doge. Ooh, bit of a traffic jam for Pkric here. Gonna have to work his way out of it. This is Doge's chance to gain back some of this pace. He has a real-time lead. Would like to have the pace lead as well. Peek gets burnt all the way to the bottom. And has some LJ dependencies to deal with. Making some more. Bang Tetris, 804. Doge in a bit of a trouble here. Gonna get a triple. Oh, that hang's not good. Oh, these pieces are not helping. Does get the square over there. Peek's board also. Peek is in trouble. Peek may top out here. And Peek will go no further. Doge is good for game number 2. We're tied at 1. There's the ready. Here we go. Game number 2. We'll count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We are underway with game 3. Did I say game 2? It's the second game we've done on Twitch. So you'll pardon the confusion. We did try to do Nestris champs, but we had a calibration issue on Peekayric's side, which made things interesting, but ultimately Peek did win that game. That game did make 29 for both players too. Tris. Bang Tetris for Doge. A Peek working on the perfect game right now. Long bar, bang Tetris. But it's gonna have to give up those hopes. And right now, the lead will go to whoever can Tetris next. And that's looking like Doge with this 3-6. Modern-looking stack. Has get that long bar down, column 4, bang Tetris. Could have done a false Aki bar there and got the Tetris, but probably already had the location of that pinned down in his head and didn't want to try an adjustment there. He's going to get another Tetris, and with Peek digging, Doge can just increase his lead until Peek's done. Peek is having some issues on this board, but finally opens up the right side. So 147 for Doge, 109 for Peek. Bang Tetris for Peek. Finds himself down by a Tetris and a half in pace. There's the Tetris for Doge to realize that. That is an interesting diving board. This could be a big problem. Gotta play this left side perfectly and just can't. Has to put a square up there. Oh no! Peekaric's in trouble. Peekaric's gonna top out. 134. The diving board does him in. Doge is good for game 3. All right, here we go. Game number 4. I count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Doge saying nerfs are not a factor. I'm watching Doge. Doge is chatting it up. He's having a good time over there. He's enjoying himself. And he's got a 2-1 lead. Recipe for success right there. Let's see if he can convert, though. Still has to win one more. What is likely to be yet another tough Division 1. Other members of this division include Dan Vinky, Gerald Freeman, Portal Panic, and SV. Doge, ooh, missing that. But look at this. Good play, gonna get that down. He can still get pieces in there. For a while anyway. Gets that double tuck. And what could have been a really scary misdrop. It's just going to turn into a few lines of burning for Doge. He is done with the burn. 118 for Peak, 63,000 for Doge. Bit of a traffic jam here for Peekayric. Gonna have to find a way to open that right side. Gonna use a J to try to start it, but game's not giving him much else to work with. Katsugiri, aka Mrs. Vinky in chat saying, Dan Vinky, Pog. Tetris for Doge. Currently back by not a lot. Only 17,000. It is close. Who is Dan Vinky? He's the guy that made that meme. That's who it is. A Doge, sir? That was an unnecessary burn. You kind of like blinked for a second. What just happened? Long bar over, bang Tetris for Doge. We're halfway through level 18 here in game 4. Aki bar there for Doge when he was Tetris ready. But gets the Tetris and gets another one. No problem. Less than a Tetris lead for Peak after that Tetris. And this one's shaping up to be a potential nail-biter. Also, I want to give a big hey now to Burrito Dad for adding $3.89 to the prize pool, bringing the contribution up to $169. Love it. Bang Tetris for Peak. Another Tetris for Doge. Peak maintaining a, well, no, not really. Bang Tetris. It's Doge in the lead, 390 to 387. Bang Tetris for Peak. Game is neck and neck, but Doge has a very slight lead, only a couple lines. And look at this score right now. Both players pressing down. Another Tetris for Doge. Oh, Peak's not going to be pressing down for a bit here. Peak's got to get out of this. Plenty of time before 19. Want to do it with a little urgency, but don't want to go crazy either here. So Doge's lead is expanding. Peek getting that over. Has the right side open. Long bar. Bang Tetris. Another Tetris for Peek. 510 for Doge. 474 for Pkric. As we're approaching the transition, one Tetris remains for Peek. Looking for the long bar. There's the long bar. Bang Tetris. 522. There's one for Doge. 581. So about a 2.5 Tetris lead for Doge heading into level 19. Off we go. Bang Tetris for Doge. Another Tetris for Peek. Doge having to do some burns here, but so is Peek. And Doge will be the first one to... Ooh, never mind. Doge having to do some further burns, so Peek might get out of this first, but he is long bar dependent in column 1. We'll get that long bar. And we'll do the Aki bar to set up and bang Tetris for Peek. Bang dirty Tetris for Doge. To keep pace. Oh, that's not a good hang. And Doge cannot burn anymore. He has to address this long bar dependency. And these squares, I tell you, those hurt my soul. Peekayric has taken the lead, 693 to 655. Doge is still burning, but is getting this down. So Doge should be fine here. And we'll open up that right side. Does have a long bar dependency, though, and is going to address that first. But look at these awful pieces. Peekayric has not been able to take a whole lot of advantage of this burn from Doge. And Doge's about to score a dirty Tetris there to almost tie this up. 710 for Peek. 702 for Doge. Doge is out of this. He's got the Tetris. Peek has a Tetris, too. It's a 7,000-point game. Just like that. Here I am thinking that Peek was like going to be way ahead. And I look over there. It's like a 1.5 Tetrises. Doge with another Tetris. Only a triple for Peek. Where's the long bar? There it is. Bang Tetris. Peek is in the lead here. 780 to 767 on level 25. At similar line counts. Oh, that misdrop for Peek. Long bar for Doge. Bang Tetris. Peek is opening things up. Another misdrop. Gets the long bar over, though. He should be fine, and there's a Tetris. But Doge has taken the lead. Another Tetris. 867 to 820. As we are rapidly approaching, the level 29 kill screen. There's a misdrop for Doge. Gonna need to get a long bar over, but we'll take the Tetris first and then deal with a long bar dependency. Oh, another flip for Pkric there in 27. But gets out of it with only one line burn. And here we go. Bang Tetris. 2 more for Peek, 3 more for Doge. Now 2 more for Doge. Pkric does have the lead heading into level 29. But neither player able to capitalize on their boards at the moment. Oh, that's not a good misdrop for Peek right before 29. 958 for Doge into transition. And it's 939 for Peek. Starts with a misdrop, needs to get something over, and does. Long bar, the 5-tap works. Both players still going. 971 for Doge, 948 for Pkric. Oh, and that misdrop for Peek needs a long bar in a bad way. And that long bar takes its time, does show up, but it's only good for a single. And Doge, on level 31 and still going, will get it done. Give him the 3-1 win. And he get the max here. He doesn't care about the max. He cares about the 3 hearts. And there is... Does this even work? Let's find out. It does work. I just have to move this a little bit, I guess. Just kind of like do a little bit of... There you go. There's your winner. GG, Doge with a serious face. Gotta love it. All right. Congrats, Doge, starting off the season strong. Up next, we'll go to Division 1B with Somalian Captain taking on Hatcaster. Up next.
Like a actual channel, it doesn't tell you. It doesn't show who subscribed. Do they both have the same pieces? They should. I think I saw the same pieces. Lombar S. They're literally at the same pieces. Oh my god. Yeah, some people have anonymous on, yeah, if it's not public. Yeah. So, you know, if you have been subbing to the YouTube channel, thank you very much. I wish I could have a better way of knowing who subbed so I could thank you guys, but, you know. YouTube be YouTube. Guys, literally, I cannot even believe that having same presets gives you same pieces. That's just like, it's honestly what classic Tetris is all about. Andy with a nice adjustment there. It's gonna be Tetris ready. 142. This is Miles 189. Barchild saying so many pieces of Tetris, pieces to piece together Tetrises. Wiser words have never been spoken. Reese's Pieces. Dude, I did love Foursquare, like, unironically, that was such a good game. Zalo saying Miles at certain angles looks like Alexander the Great. Yeah, it was literally, yeah, like the rules were never consistent, and that's what I loved about it. Ramon saying, go Miles, go! Yeah, unfortunate early top out in game 1 for Miles, but he's doing better this time around. 449, 49,000 points in the lead versus Andy's 400,000. Don't jinx him, says Dragon. See, here's the thing though. Here's the thing about jinxing. I believe that the more you jinx, or the more you say stuff that would jinx something, the less power you give to it. So if I keep saying stuff like, yeah, Miles is going to win this game. He's going to win game 2 very easily. He's going to win. Like, dude, this is going to be so easy. He's going to win. If I do that enough, it's going to like loop around. It's going to like cancel each other out. And it's actually going to happen. Varshal saying, play perfectly and you win easy. Biased commentator. Listen, I don't care who wins. I just want a decider. A little misdrop there from Andy with the Z piece. Is anyone's game Is anyone's game what? YouTube Dave, is anyone's game M? Oh, it's anyone's game. I can't read. Jesus Christ. Anyway, both players transition at 584, Andy at 560. Blinking on which game the current tune playing is, but it's Danganronpa summary. Box 16, I think it's the name of the track. Miles with a bit of a situation he has to deal with, some burns here. Does take a nice split double. Still in the lead, but only by 4,000 points, so it is anybody's game, as YouTube Dave said. And it was one of those fancy newfangled so-called anime games. It's kind of embarrassing that it took me a second to get what you were saying. Like, anime? What does that mean? $774 for Miles, who's ahead in line. $788 for Andy. So Miles behind by a slim margin here, but this could play a factor later on. And Kason Gualas, thank you for the follow, and keep the Nor. Mouse Lombard dependent in the center. Now behind by 59,000 points and counting. And he couldn't utilize that Lombard for Tetris. Hangs another Lombard on the left side, but does get banged down at Tetris regardless. 919 for Andy, 837 for Miles. Of course you don't know what it means. It's Japanese. Yeah, you're right. Miles gives some uncomfortable pieces right now, but it does open up his right well. Needs a Lombard, though. Solves a J dependency. Another J dependency solved there. Lombard needs to gets the Lombard for Tetris. 916 versus Andy's 1.03. So already with a max out at level 28 for Andy. Miles can set up one more Tetris before the 29 speeds. Andy already level 29 with a 1.07. So Andy with the advantage. Miles with a safety triple. Needs an L piece. Hits the L piece. Gets a Tetris with the max out 1.01. Andy at 1.08. So Miles trying to keep pace with Andy. Hope to overtake him in the 29 speeds. Is Tetris ready? Hangs on a Tetris for Miles, 1.05, now behind by less than a Tetris. Andy yet to score a Tetris of his own in the 29 speeds. Miles once again, Tetris ready, is waiting for Lombard, gets to Lombard, and takes the lead with that Tetris 1.1 at level 32, but Andy takes the lead right back with a Tetris of his own. Miles is Tetris ready once again, hangs the square piece, but gets along for a Tetris 1.15. Is still behind by 27,000 points. Needs to jump to J. There's a J piece to the left side. Hits the J piece to the left side.